Hi, I'm Chris. This is Miller Plays. We're doing the Pentagon challenge. We're in Brazil. We're with Internacional. We're doing quite well, but it's the summer transfer window in Europe. And those hounds are just going to be bidding on players. It's time to firefight, and fingers crossed we can get through it without losing too much. Right, this is the guy I spoke to about in the last episode, Garcia. He is joining Tigre on the 1st of July. It was a deal that's already agreed. He's joining for £500,000. He did his cruciate ligament, and do I reconsider his retirement? Or does it not matter? Do I get to keep the 500,000? Let's try it. We'll see what happens. And there's the news. Garcia has decided to retire. I wonder what the impact is. Do we have to pay Tigres back their money? Is he a their player and he's just been sacked? I don't know. So many ifs, buts and maybes, but there we have it. You join us for the Brazilian Cup draw then. Neymar is our ceremonial host, and yeah, so Grêmio are the first ones out the hat. They're playing Palmeiras. SPT, I can't remember who they are. Versus Vasco da Gama. Us against Flamengo, one of the better teams in there, and Santos versus Corinthians. And then the semi-final, we'll see Santos Corinthians versus us, or Flamengo, and Grêmio Palmeiras versus the team I can't remember, and Vasco da Gama. Interesting. Okay, a bit of news. So Guinho, or whatever his name might be, actually snubbed Crystal Palace. So they came in. First day transfer window was open and negotiated up to about 40 million quid, and he's turned them down, so good on him there. The other bit of news is we have an excellent intake. So attacking midfielders, wingers and wide midfielders looks like the way to go. So there's one attacking midfielder, wingers plural, and at least one wide midfielder. Looks like a great prospect. So fingers crossed, we could see some decent youth players come through as well. Some good news from nowhere. Our wage budget has increased. Our transfer budget's increased. No idea where it's come from. I haven't seen any message to suggest that they've increased it. The only question I asked the board was, can I get more than the 10% of our transfer revenue? So my hunch of, if you've got a bunch of cash in the bank, come the transfer window, you're going to get a chance to spend it. So, yeah, fingers crossed we can get 2 or 3 players in to make up for the players that we were sure to lose at some point. Pavia, Rodrigo are the main 2 that people are bidding on. Like I say, we did accept that one for Rodrigo. And again, if somebody actually came in for him, offered decent money again, I'd accept that bid. So, yeah, we'll just wait and see. Right, this ongoing saga of this guy retiring a month ago, but he's now joined Tigre, and there's no sign of him actually retiring, so who cares? He's no longer my problem. And somewhere around we will get... here we go, Liverpool. He prefers... yeah, it's not enough. So at the moment we are still good. We haven't had any bids accepted for any of our players. So for the time being we're good, and having got the players to sign those contracts seems to have meant they're not too bothered about joining these other teams. So fingers crossed it stays that way. Right, some news. I've just been offered a new deal. They're delighted I signed it. I've signed the new deal. I've gone up to 13 grand a week, so all good stuff there. We are all happy, and hopefully that will enable me to spend more money. And that's what it's all about. So at the moment we're in sort of a holding pattern, nothing exciting happening. There is a bid in for Fabricio this time, so we're still fighting. Rightio, our first game in this episode is against Bragantino, the team that offered me a job, and I turned it down for this one. So that'll be the first thing. We have some news. Pavia, our 19-year-old wonder-kid defender, Watford to come in with a £21.5 million bid. It's his release clause, so yeah, not good. So we've responded immediately to go to Eldalto Lopez. We've hit his release clause, so fingers crossed. Should Pavia leave, we'll get Lopez in. We've got enough money in the budget that we could actually bring him in anyway, but we'll just see what happens. Right, without further ado, I'll get the team picked and we'll meet up before kickoff. In a game of first v third, we have selected Patrick in goal, Gomes, Pavia, Jefferson and Celio as our back four, Mahmoud and Moria as our two midfielders. Beto sits in front with Rodrigo on the left, Deco on the right, and Mina is our striker. We'll get going, and hopefully we can put in a performance to prove that I was right not to sign for Red Bull. James has taken a knock. That's not good, particularly as we have a Brazilian Cup game coming up. We must have... Did I not put one of them on the bench? Oh, I didn't put them back on the bench. That is a nightmare. Right, Hurtado coming there, Pavia going there, and he can play as a fullback on support. So not only are we 7 minutes in and a goal down, we're also our right back down. And now our right side of midfielder. Marvellous. This game is going well. Really appreciate it. Thanks for this, Football Manager. Any more bad news? Not a bad strike for a central 6'6" centre back. He leathered that one into the back of the net via the bar. Nice. Straight down the other end though. And they've scored again. Oh, this is so frustrating. They're rubbish. That's why I didn't sign for them. They're probably less financial difficulty than we are. We're demanding more. We have not got going in this game at all. Rodrigo, he's back from his injury. He's racing down the left wing. He gets to the byline, he crosses Beto, gets onto the end of it, and it's well saved by the keeper. Rodrigo now at the corner, aiming near post. It goes over the near post, over the keeper, and no one gets on it. Mahmoud pulls it back for Hurtado. The centre back shoots, but it's well saved by the keeper. Rodrigo now. Find a defender's head. Let's get it in the back of the net. No, he goes far post yet again. And it's claimed by the keeper. Oh, I've made so many mistakes in this one. And it's so frustrating we've lost Teco again. Fabricio, is he on the bench? He is. He's probably fit enough to come on now. Celio dances round, he shoots, but it's been saved and is behind for another corner. Rodrigo, an in-swinger to the far post. And Pavia's there. This time they meet up. Pavia, the centre-back, who plays right back today, gets his head on the ball, gets the equaliser. I'm surprised it wasn't Jefferson. Seeing as Jefferson's 6'6". But he's already got a goal, so yeah. Felipe seems to be about the best header of the ball. Rodrigo diving in. Mahmoud with the ball. He finds Mina. Goes back to Maria. It is a poor pass. Victor Hugo intercepts. He runs to the box, into the box. That's not quite into the box. That's outside the box, referee. There's no question that was in the box. Go away, you silly little man, if you think that's a penalty. Why are you even checking? Dear, oh dear, oh dear. Jefferson gets on the end of it, goes behind for a corner now. Can we hold on and then make a change or two? Pavia with a clearance. It's kept in by Red Bull. They are all over us like a bad smell. I've only got one opportunity to make subs, that's the trouble. I've got a lot of players getting tired. Hurtado with a great header. Pavia back to Hurtado. To Moria. To Jefferson. Mahmoud. Out wide to Pavia. Down the line as it is to Rodgarini. And here he goes. He's back from injury. He's had 2 injuries this season. He's crossed it. It's met on the head. And yeah, less said about the finish, the better. Now we're gone. I've got 2 subs left. 1 change left. Who do we do? Yeah, there's definitely one. What midfielders we got on the bench? Yeah. We didn't put any midfielders on the bench. It's run around. They'll soccer around. And then a striker, Pouch. He might be on his way out because I've run out of foreigner spots. And I've got about 4 players coming in. So, didn't use my fingers to count. I just signed players. Rodrigo now with a corner. Fires it in towards the near post. It's cleared. Jefferson shoots. Is it the crossbar? Again, this time it goes out. We're not piling on the pressure. We are absolutely on our feet, tired. Dog tired. If they score now, it's going to be sickening. He's going to pass it to this guy, isn't he? He's not going to shoot, he's going to pass it here. He's unmarked. Why is he unmarked? Patrick with a save. That could have been a great goal. It could have been. Let's just clear it now, please, boys. Please, boys. Offside referee. Paulo Jose. Perhaps his last kick for the club. Another corner. Jefferson with the ball clearance. Mahmoud gets it. Smack it long, mate. Smack it long. That will do then, ref. Play almost 6 minutes of injury time, but there we go. We have a point. I'll say it was disappointing, but we'll accept that after having lost 2 of our young stars in the first half. And a goal. Oh, it's not too bad. 2 to 3 weeks. Phew. Right, we'll be back for the Copa Libertadores against Caracas. Second leg. Fingers crossed. We've spanked him in the first and it's not too much to worry about. We'll see you then. Right, before we get to the Copa Libertadores, we have 7 players coming in through the door. So Martin Bastos, an 18-year-old Argentinian winger or striker, probably a winger. He's come in. We've then got Carlson Pozzi, a Brazilian left back, probably Cilio's replacement. Eloy, a attacking midfielder / striker. He's come in for £5 million. He's going to be Fabrizio's replacement. Then we have Cristiano, the young striker. That's all fine. Mario Ricci is a Uruguayan striker who's going to replace Hausch, who hasn't really done us anything. Then we have Christian Tello, who is a right back / centre back. He's a natural centre back, but at 5'9", he'll probably play right back for us. And the last player to come through was Aloisio, a 16-year-old left winger who my scouts have done me bad on that one. But there we go. We'll send them on language courses. I'll get them welcomed and we'll see. So Pavia is definitely going now, isn't he? So yeah, we'll see you back for the Caracas game. I'm sure we'll have a few more signings by then, or before then even. Wow, just wow. Lots has happened. So Garcia was the guy who, with his Cruciate. Fabricio left to Leeds for 24, rising to 28.5. Paulo Jose has gone to Legan for 8 million, rise to 8.75. Daniel came back from loan and we then sold him for 750. John Molina, the midfielder, we've loaned out to CEC for the rest of the season. Cilio, our left back, has gone to Vigo for 7.75 million. And the real bad news, Calic Pavia went to Newcastle for 21.5 million. We did make a few signings. Lopez obviously signed. One thing I didn't notice in the rules, if you've played 7 games, you can't play for another team. He's played 11, so he can't play any league games for us. Yasmaki came from the 2nd division, so he's not under any such problems. And Leandro is in a similar boat. He played in the 2nd division, so he's free to play in the 1st. So that's the state of play at the moment. Finances wise, we've got a nice little balance of 91. We've still got 5 million in our budget. We're nowhere near our wage budget. In actual fact, we could drop our wage budget down to that and have 17 million, but hey ho, it is an option should we find somebody we want to splash the cash on. Competitions wise then, we drew with Flamenco but beat them 3-2 on aggregate, and then in the league we've beaten most teams, and in the Copa Libertadores with Caracas in the away leg we won 4-1. So it's now time for the second leg. I'll get the team picked and we'll go from there. And here's the team. It's Patrick in goal with Gomes, Lopez, Hurtado and Pozzi making up the back four. So Pozzi and Lopez are both league tied. Murillo and Moreira are our 2 in central midfield today. Eloy is in front with Rodrigo on the left. Rod Rigunio on the right. He was upset I turned down a bid from Watford for him. So we agreed a fee of 24 million. Watford came back in. We agreed a deal with all the add-ons, went over to 27. So I said yes. And he said no. Yeah, exactly. And Mina is our striker for today. with a 4-1 lead from the first leg, I'm not too concerned. And we're trying to make sure Lopez and Pozzi play wherever they can, since they can't play in the league. So we've got a better player on the bench, but they're both starting just to make sure they get game time. And there he goes. We'll just call him Roddy. 1-0, 5-1 on aggregate. We've almost booked our place into the quarterfinals. Long throw from Roddy. He gets the ball back. What's he going to do? He finds Gomez. Gomez shoots and hits the bar. Murillo picks it up. Murillo, all over the Pozzi. Back to Roddy. He squares it in front of the goal. It's cleared. He's got it again. But referee, what were you doing? You're in the way. Free kick. End of highlight. Here's the next one. Gomes to Murillo. Murillo looks up. Safe ball to Lopez. Lopez swings the ball across to Rodrigo. Moreira picks it up. Pozzi inside. Murillo tries to find him, and Rodrigo now has the ball. It's not the greatest of centres, and it gives Caracas a chance to break, but Pozzi reads it well, finds Rodrigo, finds Moreira to Aloy, and Roddy. Rodriguinho. Oh, I don't know. Long throw from Roddy. In it comes. Lopez gets it and scores. That might have been his first goal. It's his second goal this season by the looks of it. Was that the first goal for the club? I can't remember. Massive deflection. Yeah, first goal for him. Perhaps he scored in the first leg. I don't remember. Either way, we're 2-0 up in this game. The game's in the bag. We don't really need to have our big posh wingers on for the second half. They can sit and rest. We'll give some youngsters some game time. Vivas. Romaria. Rodrigo is there. He's back to Patrick. Patrick finds Hurtado. Finds Pozzi. Pozzi down the line, is it? No, because Rodrigo was stood next to him. Moreira just about finds a pass. Morello. Step over, and Roddy gets to the byline. He centres. Moreira. Aloy! A fine goal, indeed. Caracas are sinking without trace. I'm just thinking, I'm sure I bought somebody else, but perhaps he's gone elsewhere. I was in for another midfielder. Obviously with various ones going. Paulo, Jose and Fabricio, the attacking midfielders. We replaced those two with Aloy. I suppose Beto can come in there. It's central midfield that I'm concerned about. Who have I sold? I'm not sure who I've sold. Oh, Rodrigo. Oh, there we go. That's his last action, I'm sure. Teco's just back, so he can come on. We must have either Montenegro or Bolivar. Looks like it's Montenegro today. And Beto can come on for Aloy. There we go, 3 changes. Here's Beto now. He finds Montenegro. Montenegro to Nora. To Pozzi. Pozzi into the box. Cuts it to the middle. And somehow nobody wanted to shoot. Mina will shoot from here though. But not very well. slow build up from the back. Hurtado finds Muriera. To Beto. Through. Mina, must be. I've got Ricky on the bench. Don't need you anymore, mate. Central mids are a problem. Tello. Who was Tello? Oh, that's the... Yeah, he gets to play all the league games. Philippe. Ricky. Maxwell's a wing. Oh. Oh, that's Maxi that we know about, isn't it? So what we could do is stick Montenegro up top and do we stick Maxwell out there as one change? Central mids, there's just none in the squad anymore. Jefferson. Let's get Mateus on. He can have a bit of a run around. Patrick to Lopez. Lopez now looks up. Slides the ball to Murillo. Murillo getting tired. He's just come back from an injury and positive hurt. Best balls forward. So I definitely need a central midfielder to come in. We've obviously got Mahmood, who is on a week's holiday because he's absolutely tired. I suppose we've got the Cameroon, Nigeria, the African still around, but yeah. Lopez has gone down in the area. Ref says penalty. VAR says checking penalty review. Penalty awarded. Marvellous. Lopez now. He steps up and slots home. He does everything apart from playing the league. He scored again. So fingers crossed we're done with the selling and I can find a central midfielder to bring in and we're pretty much laughing. Mateus, ball in towards the back post. Teco up and over. Unless, of course, we've got another midfielder in the reserves youth team. One thing to check. We'll do that after this game. Look at the stats. 5.5 XG. There we go. We're through. Well done. We get a bunch of cash for getting through. Murillo's improved. Fabulous. We won £1 million there. Lopez can get some praise. Our assistant go there. And in the reserves, overview. Aloisi. So he's stepped up in the 3rd division, but he's more of a left winger. He's ours and always has been ours. It's not great. He's a attacking midfielder. Nanjoy. Where's he from anyway? It is Cameroon. I was right first time. Fuba. Portuguese. Is he also Brazilian? He is. So at a push we could use Fuba. Gladstone, otherwise there's Yel Palo. Cruciate ligaments out for another 2 months, so not him then. So yeah, we are light in that central midfield role, so that's what I'll be looking for. Did I actually... There was somebody else. Did he not come in? It's this guy, Leandro. Where are you? You're in the first team squad now. Hopefully can do registration. So there's the Andrew. We can register him. I was going to say, I'm sure I signed it at centre mid, and there he is. Right, that's done. We can also register him for the Brazilian Cup, no doubt. In he goes. Thank you very much. And that's done. Right. Thanks for watching. We'll be back for the next one soon. Until then, ta-da.